Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, bringing you the next piece of this The Good, The Bad and The Ugly for Call of Duty, featuring obviously Call of Duty Black Ops this time, and this one is The Bad. And the reason why this has made this list is because this is a game, I think it's just a standard team deathmatch on Cracked, and it's one of the first matches I had after the break that I keep talking about, and it was weird, it was really weird. I don't perform necessarily bad, but I don't perform necessarily good either. And the team that we're facing seems to be hiding the entire duration of this match. So there is literally minutes of time spent running around the map because we just can't see anybody. And I just felt at the time while I was playing it that it was the slowest this game has ever been for me. And I do watch commentaries on YouTube. I do watch the big guys. And I've heard a lot of those guys speaking a lot about how they think Black Ops is slow and how Black Ops is boring and not as fresh compared to the other Call of Duties when they first came out. And I don't necessarily agree with this because I do think this is back online with the Call of Duty I like to play because it's a lot more like 4. But this match definitely made me feel their pain because it was really slow and it actually got boring. And I'm playing this with a friend of mine, and if you're playing with a friend and you're still getting bored in the match, it's telling you that it's a pretty dodgy map. And it starts off dead standard, so we're cruising around, doing my normal thing on Cracked, which is running around like a psycho, trying to kill everything I can. I'm packing the 74U because it's a fantastic gun and it's really good on this level. It is post-patch, when they've kind of screwed it up with the grip, so it's nowhere near as godlike as it was before, but I haven't really noticed too much of a trouble because I actually practice with auto aim assist off, and that can really help your aiming when you put it back on, so I haven't really noticed too much. And it's just slow, really slow. And I'm cruising around here, and by now I've generally either got a kill streak or I've got something working together, or I'm having a really bad game, but it's not even that. It's like, there's just nobody here, there's no dots on the map, they could all be packing Ghost. I really don't know. And my team's cruising around. Look, I'm looking at the scores because I'm like, what the fuck's happening? I can't even hear gunfire. And look at this. It's just dead. It's deserted. And it's still a full team, believe it or not. We're still up against a full bunch of guys. But they're just nowhere. And their sniper round goes off, so it tells me that somebody's sniping, which could mean that all the team's sniping. And that's the reason why it's such a dead game. But one of my guys up here, so there's nobody camping in this building. Or is there? I get a couple of bullets, my buddy runs down there, I'm thinking he's on the top, he throws a grenade. How I don't die there, I don't know. The guy next to me does. I think he kind of shielded the blast. But there's one guy now we know of up on that building top somewhere, and I think fuck it, I'm not even going to even try for him because I'm not messing about in them buildings. And I cruise around here, which I'm thinking at the time would probably be a spawn point. But as you can tell, oh, there we go. There's that guy at least. And that puts me to 3 kills. Way. But it gets me my counter UAV. I bang that in to make it more difficult for the enemy team, if there is an enemy team, because we're all chasing shadows right now. This part right here is a very prevalent spawn point, but as you can see, it's the spawn for my team right now, so nothing good comes of it. And I picked this up on my journey. It's the FAMAS with the red dot on it. I don't generally use the red dot on this weapon, but sometimes the recoil's there, other times it's not. It's kind of weird with the sights. And just look at this. How many times have you been playing this game and you've had this? And I like that. I see him, I cheekily creep out and I clean him up. But that teaches you not to stand in windows. If you're standing in a window, you're an easy target. Don't do it. But how many times have you played Call of Duty Black Ops and you've had a match like this? The only time I ever have games like this is when the team leaves because somebody on your team's doing really well. And it's like you have 4 people and they have 2, or you have 6 and they have 3. And they all put Ghost on and they all sit in a corner. But look, this is unbelievable. And this is exactly why it makes the bad. This could make the bad and the ugly, but I don't want to put you through this video twice because as you can see, it's fucking boring. It's exactly what I was feeling when I was playing, and that's the only reason why I'm bringing this in this series, because this is not how this game should be. And I don't necessarily think allowing the kill streaks to stack would change this, because then it'd just, I don't know, I don't think it'd turn it into Modern Warfare 2, it'd just make it so that the strong players were even stronger. and connection does come into a lot of that, which is a shame for people that have poor connections. I mean, my connection isn't great, but I can generally eke out a win purely on gun skill and sheer anger when, when I'm just trying to go nuts on people. But I've heard people say things like there should be a playlist that allows the kill streaks to stack, because you've got the playlist without kill streaks. Maybe a stackable playlist would be an interesting concept, and I'm for that. I think that could be cool. How that doesn't kill people, I don't know. That's from 2 yards and I'm shooting full auto into the metal. It's just corrugated steel, it's nothing fancy. And I'm afraid right now, because he's probably got a claymore up, because all cowards that sit in there pack a claymore, and that's why I don't go in. But I think it could be an interesting playlist. Obviously, it'll be the same amount of damage to kill people, so it's not as if it'd be hardcore with stackable kill streaks, because then that probably would be Modern Warfare 2. I don't know. It's an interesting predicament, and it'll be cool to see what Treyarch does, because the community is really active right now, and so is the response from the developers, because they're patching this shit on a regular basis. They're listening to what people are saying, and it is gradually getting tweaked. It's just the degree of how much they're going to tweak it is entirely up to them, and I don't think if they put something in the game they're going to willingly change it without a bit of a fight, because it's almost like they're admitting that they're wrong. And that guy cleans me up with the commando. Don't know if you can see that. I was in cover at the end, but obviously bullet penetration on that gun kicked my ass. Because like they took away the knife lunge, and at the start of the game the knife lunge was pretty crazy, and I liked it a lot because I used to get a lot of knife kills. The knife these days generally fails me, which is why I've started doing the drop shotting to see if that's any better. And obviously they've took away some of the damage from the AK-74U. They've covered all the hardline pro glitch that you could do with the SAM turrets. They've modified a lot of things, like the footstep noise for the people that like to use headsets and Ninja, and just the audio levels in general they've tweaked. It's just there's people saying things like Ghost shouldn't be in that perk slot, it should take off something else, or it shouldn't be in the game. I can tell you right now, they're never going to take Ghost out of this game. That would be admitting they're wrong, and they're not going to do it. There might be something where they tweak it, akin to the chopper gunner red reticles, where they've made a delay so that you couldn't spawn kill as easily when you're in the chopper gunner. But it could be something like, when you get to a certain proximity to a Ghost, they then show up on a UAV, or something like that. But they're not going to remove it, I can guarantee that. And more dead time here as I check the buildings, because there's just no dudes whatsoever. And I see him up there, clean him up. With that crazy sight and the crazy camo, and I didn't realise that that was a bad guy. I thought it was a good guy, because watch him. He spends the first 10 seconds shooting his mate because he's sat in that corner with Ghost on, AK-74U, and he still can't play this game. What a dickhead. But we'll leave him. And here we go, I get behind this guy. Good night, son. And there's one of my dude in there cleaning up for me. But yeah, Ghost is... And Last Stand... I never had a problem with Last Stand. Well, I should say... was it Last Stand? It is Last Stand, isn't it? This is its second chance, sorry, yeah. Last Stand on Call of Duty 4. I thought it was perfectly fine. In fact, when I first played Call of Duty 4, I used Last Stand a little bit because I thought it was hilarious when you went down with your Desert Eagle and it was like a lion barking at the dude and he just didn't know what hit him. It was just like being hit by a train. And it used to make me laugh, and that's the reason why I used it. Obviously, as I got better at the game, I changed my strategies and I didn't do it so much, but Last Stand on this game is a bitch. It's a real bitch, and it's a bitch tactic to use it. So if they're gonna get rid of it, if they're gonna tweak it, I have no idea, but it definitely needs treating. But we're coming to the end of this, and as you can tell, this has been pretty bad, so I apologise, but it made the list. So thanks for watching the videos, and you guys take care now.